Hey, this is Joey with Helping Others, and today, as you can see, we're going to talk about this new trainer I got. This is a Wahoo KickR. I say kicker sometimes because I get tangled up, but I just got this from Bicycle Heaven, and I had been researching which trainer to get, and I was actually going to get one that's 2 levels lower than this to save some money. But once I started doing the research, I found out that this trainer is just actually way better on multiple levels. It's a direct drive rather than well, it's chain driven, it's not direct drive, but it's got its own hub, whereas I would be using a back wheel on the one that I was gonna get. And so this one's really smooth, really stable. I've ridden about 20 miles on it so far, and I brought it out here in the sun, so it's very easy to see. This is my Cannondale bike, the road bike that I ride in general. It has Ultegra gear sets and a NV carbon fork, and I also have a power meter on it on the crank. And so I had been using it, to ride a lot, but I wanted to just get that much more riding in. It's so nice to be able to just jump on this, ride for 20 minutes and get off and just go back to what I was doing. I've also got a Garmin 520 for when I'm riding on the road, and then I use a Wahoo heart rate monitor. And so I have some video of me kind of going through this a little more specifically, how it hooks up, and me using it kind of in the real world setting of using it in the garage. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, so I've got it in the garage now, and as you can see, pretty excited. I'm a little sweaty already. Pretty hot outside. It's already in the 90s here in San Antonio, and I've got my computer, which uses Bluetooth to connect to the Wahoo. So the Wahoo's plugged in back here, the KickR, and it just connects through DC. And then you can see here there's little indicators. You do have to level these legs out. If not, the bike will wobble, as I found out the first time I got on it. But it took 2 seconds and I fixed it. And then that's really it. You just mount it just like, see, that's my back tire back there. I just take that off. I mount it on this just like I would mount another tire on it. I have a fan, a Vornado fan. It works really well. And then normally I would have this counted over here, but for the shot I want to get, I'm gonna have it set up like this. So I'm using a program called Zwift, and I got a 7-day free trial, but I actually knew about it ahead of time. I had used it before, and so I'm gonna subscribe to it. It works a lot like other programs I've used, like at the gym and stuff, that are virtual riding programs. What's nice about this one is that it works. I'm gonna put this down for just 1 second because I need to put my heart rate monitor on. Is that it works with all of my equipment already. And so you'll see, like right there, it says that the heart rate monitor is not there, but boom, there it goes, it's connected, pops up my heart rate. That's pretty cool for y'all to get to see. And then it kicks into the program and I can pick my routes. We're not gonna do a crazy route right now because I'm just recording some video. Let's see here. We'll do this park perimeter. So you can see it tells you how far you're riding, and then it tells you the elevation. So the shorter the ride with the higher elevation, the harder the ride is. So for example, like this ride's kind of comparable to this ride, but this ride, the 6 mile ride, is pretty tough, or a little tougher than the other ones. Let's see here. Yeah, like this 1700 mile, 1700 foot ride. So anyways, let's get started. I'll hit OK, then I'll hit ride. It'll pull up my rider. That's me. I gave myself a mohawk. You'll see up here there's miles that you've ridden, there's mile per hour, elevation gain, time, my heart rate, my watts that I'm putting out, my cadence, leaderboards, Zwift riders nearby. It's really cool. So yeah, let me just get on here real quick. I'm just gonna give a short demo. I'm not gonna actually ride too long, but I want you to see how it works and looks. To me, it's really nice. Now normally I would have my fan on and I would have my music on, but since I'm just demoing how this works, I'm not going to do that. So you'll see, like, as I start pedaling, my guy starts moving in the virtual world, and I can actually change gears just like I would riding. It's actually very intensive. You can see my heart rate's at what, 119, 120. I'm putting out 240, 260 watts. That's a lot for me. 300 is a lot for me. So my heart rate's going to go up. It's already at 124. If I keep pedaling at this, you can hear me breathing a little hard. But if I just lower the gear, I can probably get down. There we go. It's a little more reasonable. Oh, now we're going downhill, of course. So there we go. But yeah, it's really nice. It's smooth. I've gotten a lot more used to it over the past 20 miles. And then when you're done, you can literally, you just let it spin. You can get off. And then you come over here. Let me take this off and I'll show you what I do. Then you come over here and you just go over to the menu and you tell it you're done. Now I'm gonna discard this ride just because it was too short. I rode 0.1 miles. But it'll tell you like your power output, heart rate distribution. So I'll hit like end ride. It'll give me my info. I can hit OK. Now I'm gonna delete this ride, but if I hit save and exit, it'll actually put it up to Strava, which is a fitness program that I and a bunch of other cyclists use to track our miles and elevation gain and our performance and things like that. So so it's really cool because it integrates like your virtual riding with real riding, and so I can keep tabs of how much I've ridden overall. But as you can see, even just out here in 90 degrees and putting some pedaling in for that 0.1, I start sweating right away. So anyways, I hope you all enjoy this video. It gives you a little insight into my nerdiness of gamification of riding. It's definitely an aspect that I like, are all the numbers and being able to track my heart rate and my power output and see progression and how I'm doing. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the support. Like I tell a lot of people, this also helps me reduce anxiety and kind of just gives me a steadiness. So if you're ever looking for something to do that, and maybe you are scared to ride out on the streets. I know I don't like riding in the streets. So if you're, if you're like me, you don't like riding out on the public roads, a trainer is a great option. Of course, public parks and trailways are nice. That's what I usually use, like the Leon Valley Creekway and the Mission Creekway. But since COVID is happening right now, I thought a trainer would let me get these longer rides in, and so far it has. So I hope you all are having a great day and take it easy.